If you want to talk about sleek looking backpacks, the Kumo from Ucon Acrobatics, which is part of their Infinity series, this is a backpack that you want to check out. Hello, I'm Roland from Rushfaster, and at Rushfaster we do guides and walkthroughs bringing you better gear and better ways to carry, and today this Kumo backpack is what we're checking out. Now, it's a very sleek backpack that looks really, really minimalist, and I like that about it. And I think that if you're out and about, if you're a commuter, or you just want to sort of look kind of understated, then this is a really interesting backpack and worth checking out. On the outside, we have some really great material. We've seen this material before. It's scratch resistant. We've got the G hooks. We've got some nice back paneling. Some really interesting shoulder straps. I'll talk about why they're interesting in a minute. And then luggage pass-through, grab handle. It's a simple backpack, but it does what it does well. Okay, so my first impressions of the Kumo medium backpack is that it's very sleek, very minimalist. It measures in at 41 by 33 by 9 centimeters, and it's compact, but then it also does a bit of expanding, so there is a bit of space in here too. So if you've got a slightly bigger load, and you say, oh, this is only a medium backpack, I need a bigger backpack, I need a large backpack, just wait and let's just see what this can do, okay? Again, features on the outside are very minimal, very tastefully done, just a small Ucon Acrobatics logo, slightly raised, which does give it some nice texture, and it breaks up that sort of big patch. I feel it breaks up that big patch of material there nicely, gives the eye something to look at. And it comes in black, which is the color we have here, black chestnut, and also sand. So all very sort of neutral base colors. It's gonna go with whatever you're wearing, whatever you're doing. One of the most interesting things about what they're doing over at Ucon is their materials. This is the Pertex Infinity material. We've seen it before. It is made out of fashion waste, recycled fashion waste. So they're keeping all of the stuff out of landfill, which is really good. And it's 100 times more scratch resistant than leather. So I bust out my samurai sword here and I just give it one of those ones. Give it one of those ones. It can take it, okay? It can take it. So I don't know what you would be doing. This is a good bag for a knife fight. That's what I'm getting at. So what we have here is a 13.5 litre capacity bag, which it's a good size for your everyday carry. And you can see that it expands out as I sort of accordion it out. The gussets on the side give it a little bit more room for your gym gear or some bigger headphones. It's not going to be a problem. It also has what we've seen on some of the other bags, the soft touch material on the inside, and then the shock absorbent laptop compartment, which if I just grab a laptop, this is a 14-inch, but this will take up to 16.4 inches. You can almost hear the shock being absorbed. So it's not going to cause you any issues if you were to slam down your bag. It's going to keep it safe and it's going to absorb that shock. Always good to know. On the inside we also have 2 mesh pockets. They are great for dumping things that you need to sort of grab and keep them up and out of the way. And we also have their loop water bottle pocket holder, which keeps your bottle upright, which means it's not going to spill in your bag and you can again just sort of commute without concern. But otherwise, quite a bit of space. I'm just going to quickly pack this out with the Rushfaster tech case. We're selling these, so link below to buy. Blunt Metro umbrella, just in case I get a little rained on. Roost laptop stand, keeping my laptop at eye level. And then I'm going to throw my samurai sword and my AirPods in this pocket here. So that is the inside. So you can see there is quite a bit of capacity in there. And I could probably even throw I'm going to say a fair bit more, like maybe another pouch, even a light jacket could go in there. So that's a pretty good loadout for just your daily commuter backpack. I'm a fan. And then on the outside here, we have this one big pocket, also with soft line material. And that's going to be handy for any number of things. I'm just going to throw in this really old iPad there. That's absolutely fine. A snack, no problems. And then also just some sunnies. There we go. And then doing it up using the G hook. And how's that? That is a good loadout. Stands on its own. I am impressed by what it's able to do. And I think it still looks really sleek. It's obviously expanded a little bit because my load is quite big, but I think it's maintained that minimalist design. Very clean lines, clean look. I like all the little details here. Obviously you're not going to get your G-hooks down the bottom one, but they've kept that for some consistency. I think visually it's just kind of interesting. Moving around to the back, we have these shoulder straps. Now I said that these were interesting, and I think that they're interesting because they've gone sort of straight down the middle of how shoulder straps can be. Some shoulder straps are quite thin, but they're thick, or they're thin but they're slim, or they're wide but they're thick. You get it, you get what I'm talking about. These, I think, are just sort of the right width. So there is a good amount of width for the weight to distribute, and then they're thick enough, you know, and firm enough. And they've got the mesh on the back. So I think that they've sort of really just gone, hey, let's not do anything crazy, let's just do something that works. They are, of course, adjustable. There's metal hardware on them. There's some cushioning on the back panel. This bag is quite a structured bag. You'll find that it doesn't sort of like flop around too much. It keeps its shape, stands really easily. Like, really, that's quite stable, which is, I know a lot of you like, so there you go. And then luggage pass-through for traveling, and then little grab handle for just grabbing, throwing it around, hanging it up. It's what you need in a bag this size. This is what it looks like on body. I'm 177 centimeters and 68 kilos. And this is not the lightest bag in the world, but it doesn't feel heavy. I know I've obviously packed it out with some pretty heavy things like a water bottle, a laptop, tech pouch, but it carries really well. It's quite comfortable. I like where it sits on your back, and I think it looks good. So that's Ucon Acrobatics Kumo Medium Backpack. It's part of their Infinity series. Very environmentally friendly. That is what they're doing over there. They're in 1,000 stores across 34 countries, the gang over at Ucon. They're a little company based out of Berlin. We actually did do an interview on this channel with one of the gang, so check that out. He goes into all of the details of what they're doing for sustainability. They're working on a circular economy, so they want to minimize wastage. They're doing good stuff. It looks good. It functions really well. If you know what you need in a backpack, and it's that you don't need anything sort of crazy specialist or crazy big or like super tiny and like sort of minimalisty, like small is what I'm talking about. This is a really good option for you to consider. It carries the daily carry very well, it's comfortable and it looks good. So check it out. If you are interested in anything else that you've seen on this channel, there are links in the description below. And if you do make a purchase using one of those links, it goes a long way to helping the work that we're doing over here at Rushfaster. So we really appreciate it. But until the next video, this has been Ucon Acrobatics Kumo Medium Backpack. I have been Roland, and I'll see you soon.